This is the MATLAB Project video for Zach McKeever and Ashlyn Miller. So we wrote a program that's basically a fitness program that takes certain information that you enter about yourself and basically spits out how many calories you consume per day and also shows your weight loss progress or your desired weight loss progress over a course of a few weeks, um, depending on how much weight you want to lose. So let's start by running it. So the first thing it does is it asks you your weight just through inputs, and it's going to ask for your height and your age and your gender, and then how active you are, and it just stores that information into a series of variables. So I'm going to go ahead and put in just my information. Um, and what this gives you is your basal metabolic rate, which is basically the number of calories your body consumes just without any physical activity. And then it gives you your TDEE, which is the number of calories you burn on average in a day with physical activity. And so how it does that is it takes these variables, and depending on whether you're a male or female, it differentiates between these two functions that we have with an if-then statement. So the your gender is stored as a string, basically. And so you put in M for male, F for female, and if you put in M, it'll go to this function, which calculates your BMR. And then if you put an F for female, it does this function. And they're pretty much the same function except they have different coefficients. And these are just functions that we found, we researched and we found on the internet, and it's just taken from like on average for women, this equation is pretty accurate, and the same for the male one. And so it'll spit out your BMR, and that's what this is right here. And then um, it asks you to put in on a scale from 1 to 5 how active you are, with 1 being like no physical activity or very little physical activity, to 5 being like lots of physical activity. And so we have a bunch of if then statements that say like if you say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it gives you a different coefficient t. And then to get your TDEE, it just takes your basal metabolic rate and multiplies it by that coefficient. So if you're less active, it's a smaller coefficient, and then if you're more active, it's larger, obviously, because you're going to be consuming more calories. All the coefficients are between 1 and 2 because even if you have no, if you don't do much physical activity during the day, your body's still using up energy, obviously. So it is a little bit above 1, so it does increase your number of calories you burn a day on average. Um, if you're Even if you're not very physical. So let's continue. So the next thing it does is um, if you wanted to lose weight, it's going to ask you your goal weight. So let's just say I wanted to lose 10 pounds, and I'm going to lose 2 pounds a week. And it tells you how many weeks it should take you to reach your goal weight. If you want to, so if I wanted to lose 2 pounds a week to get to 140, it'll take me 5 weeks, and then it shows me my weight basically on a line, how the progress should be over the weeks from 150 to 140, and so it follows that. And so if we go in here, it just takes the inputs, and then it finds the difference between your current weight and your goal weight, and then divides this number by your weight loss per week to find how many weeks before your goal is reached, and then just displays it. And then if we go down, we set up a an array that is going to be the x variable. So it's from 0 to number of weeks calculated for the plot. And then your weight, which is just your current weight minus your desired weight loss per week times X, which is just your progress, like how far you are into the number of weeks that you're taking to lose the weight. And then we just stick it into a plot with labels and everything, and it's pretty straightforward and just spits out a straight line. Um, Obviously, this isn't. It's not going to be completely accurate. Like nobody loses weight like in a straight line like this perfectly, but it's a good indicator of your progress. If you're just trying to keep track, this is what you should stick to. So that is our program. Hope you liked it.